Hey, I'm Nathan, and this is the AR Minute from Augmented World Expo 2022. Today I'm talking with Patrick McCrory of Scenic AR, founder and UX designer. Can you tell us a little bit about your work at Scenic?
Sure.
And what you do there?
Absolutely. We are working on Scenic Augmented Reality, which is a service for mobile phones that allows you to create, publish, and watch 3D scenes in augmented reality. The goal with this was to create a service where you could do all of this on a phone easily. And then we have it packaged as kind of a social networking service. So any of the scenes that you publish can be watched by people that follow you.
Wow, that sounds robust. One of the things you mentioned, right, is making it easy for people to make these experiences. Is there anything that spawned that idea for you?
That's a very good question. There was a big challenge with how you make a scene feel dynamic when you don't have things like hand controllers in VR. And we wanted to make something that specifically that was widespread, available on widespread devices, that people don't have to buy something new, or for example, a school district has to outfit their whole classroom with VR headsets. Expensive, hard to sell people on. So we wanted to make something like this that was available to be, distributed quickly.
That's awesome. We were just talking with Casper Tikier of Zappar, specifically about the high cost of headsets for education.
It's a big problem.
Right?
I felt like that was maybe one of the biggest problems still. You want to have a social network. It's harder to, I feel like you want everybody on it, so still trying to aim for that.
As a founder, I'm curious to know about your dreams for the Metaverse and for Scenic in, say, like the next 2 years. And is there any developments in the industry that need to happen for us to get there?
You can picture in your head like just walking down the street with, I don't know if the next 2 years, but some years out, or even with your phone in the next couple of years, and just seeing the world overlaid in these graphics or interesting experiences that people had anchored at those places. And for us, I think the anchoring part is really important in the next couple of years or so.
We hear also a lot at the expo, right? Talk around ethics, accessibility, interoperability, safety. There's a lot of big problems or a lot of big tasks to still tackle. As somebody who's building XR tools, how do you think about your responsibility to those ideas? And is there anything that you're doing in your work to address them?
I like the idea of, versus necessarily it being like a video of a person or an image of a person, that if you have an avatar and you're able to control that avatar and do what you want, it allows people to feel much more comfortable and come into the service and kind of be the person that they wanted to be, even if they don't look the way that they want, or they don't feel the way at that moment. They can go in and they can still maybe wear a bit of a mask or put on the a caricature of their self, but they may get in a better mood just by doing that and being able to feel comfortable about it. I feel like that it can help people feel better about making some social content or putting themselves out there.
We just had a presentation at On Night PDX where Caitlin Krause and Dr. Donna Davis were presenting. And Dr. Donna Davis literally has a doctorate in disabled communities and embodied experiences in Second Life.
Okay.
And how people whose body doesn't work in this physical world find agency, a voice, and ability to interact and do real world things with real world friends through digital and Metaverse channels.
I think that's a beautiful part of it, really.
The last question that we ask is, the future is?
The future is dystopian. No, I'm just kidding. The future is spatial and spent outside. That's what I'm going to say.
Love it. Patrick, it has been such a pleasure. Thank you for joining the AR Minute at AWE. We so look forward to seeing what you're up to with Scenic. I can't wait to hear more.
I can't wait to tell you more.